Real estate market is shifting. Rising rates, rising inventory, decelerate demand. I'm going to share with you the latest statistic and expert opinion. Hi, I'm Regina Chen. I'm your local real estate agent right here in Irvine, California. You probably feel like things start to change around you. You notice there are more open houses signs. Days on market seems to become longer than before. And you probably also notice there seems to be more price adjustment and reduction. I'm going to share with you the numbers, share you from different perspectives, not only around your community, but at a city level, county level, and Southern California level. First of all, let's look at the mortgage rate. So this is the most recent, the past 30 days, the daily mortgage rate tracking. The source is from the Mortgage Daily News. If you recall, on the May 6th, that's the recent high. By the way, this is like a conventional rate, so it's like the more average buyer situation. Depends on your, you might have a different loan program, but this is for the trending purpose to show you how things, the number being developed and changes over time. So here we can see on the May 6th, we're at a high. That time it's a 5.65. And since then, we're kind of trending down. At May 27, it's down around 5.25. And just as we recorded on the third Friday, Saturday, and June, it go back up to 5.45. So this kind of telling us that by now, the market kind of absorb all the information like the Fed's been talking about and the changes going on. We are looking at between the lowest at 5.25, highest at 5.65. So the experts' projection for the rest of the year, unless Fed has any new direction, new policy, pretty much the market already has enough time to, like I said, digest the information. The possible range for the rest of the year is somewhere between 5 and 6%, unless something drastic happens in between. And this chart just want to put things into perspective. So like we talked about in June, we're hitting at 5.45. Last time we're at this level is back in 2009, June. Here we're looking at the historical, what's the interaction between interest rate and inventory. So there are 4 lines here. The orange line here are the number year to date, 2022. And the dotted line representing the interest rate. So like we talked about in early this year, January this year, the interest rate rise from 3 all the way to in May, June time, we're at 5.45. And you can see the solid orange line is this year's housing inventory in Southern California is going up along this rising trend for interest rate. If we look at the green data sets, again, the green dotted line is the interest rate. It's going up, and while the green solid line, that's the 2013 listing, is also rising along with the rising mortgage rate. Now we're looking at, compared to year, the listing level for Southern California and with the monthly facing. So as you can see, the orange one is the year-to-date 2020 inventory level. So in May or end of May, we're seeing that inventory level is hitting over 20,000 homes. That's 20,000 listing active for sale. The significance of this number is that it became the highest data point for any month of last year, 2021. Obviously, compared to previous year like 2020 or 2019, we're still significantly lower. But like I said, the statistic significant is that we're showing that there's like the turning point. It's breaking through and it becomes higher than previous year. Any month of it. So here you can see the yellow arrow, that's the expert's projection, what the Southern California listing level gonna look like for the rest of the year. Between those black dotted line, you'll see that historical, there's a common trend. Toward the October, November, December, it's a downward trend. It's not because homes are selling faster, digest the listing, get them off the market faster. It's actually a lot of sellers, if by that time homes are not sold, they decide to take a break to get ready for the holiday vacations. So we saw that year to date, the mortgage interest rate increased a lot from 3 to 5.45%. But ultimately, how does that translate into the buyer's monthly payment, how does that impact on the affordability? So here is a table. Just do a quick exercise to let you feel the impact. So we're looking at, let's say that we just take that for example, for a $4,000 monthly payment at a 3% mortgage rate, the buyer will be able to afford to buy a home at $1.05 million. But as the rate goes up, if you want to keep the same monthly payment, the house you can afford to buy is shrinking, contrast substantially. At today's rate, 5.5%. If you want to keep the same $4,000 monthly payment, you can only afford to buy a home that's $782,000. That's almost like 20% less. So that's a very steep and drastic change on the buyer side. So that definitely has significant impact in terms of affordability. And that's why a lot of buyers kind of having a second thought, or some people probably already being priced out. That's why the rising interest rate have a negative impact on affordability and translate into the decelerate demand. So in this shifting market, inventory goes up, rates goes up, demand kind of cooled down. But by no means that we're far from a buyer's market yet. But we definitely see we're still in the seller's market, definitely see that it's cooling off. So I'll continue to share with the latest numbers and experts' forecasts and their opinion to keep you posted. So you can keep your pulse on the local real estate market. I'm Regina Chen. I'll see you in the next video.